Let's go. Let's go. Show. Lights, camera, action, games on, feel the heat. PRTC TV, where the action can't be beat. Players on the court giving passion and pride. Our crews in the house streaming live. Worldwide, I said worldwide. PRTC TV, it's prime time. Let's go. Tune in, sit back, feel the energy flow. Crossovers, threes, hear the crowd shout. This is basketball, it's what it's all about.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. We've got a little elementary school basketball we're going to be bringing you tonight in our second and third grade championship game between the McKee Bulldogs and Owsley County Elementary. My name's Hunter Carroll. Alongside me, I have Miss Candria Bingham, our producer Mark Solfridge, and our two phenomenal cameramen, best in the business, Justin Lake, TJ Isaacs. We want to thank you all for joining us on this rainy Monday evening to get kind of recognize, Candria, some of these second, third grade girls that are going to be future Owsley County Owls and future Lady Generals of the program.
Yeah, we should have a good matchup tonight between the Owsley County Owls and the McKee Bulldogs. They've had a great season. These two teams have faced off a few times this season, and looking forward to a good matchup.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, Kendra, you're going to be a great matchup. You know, some kind of players to watch on both sides. Kind of have the privilege as a elementary school referee to see these teams play before. Number 3 for Owsley County, Zuri. She is a phenomenal ball player. Great. The future is bright for her as a future Lady Owl. Does a phenomenal job at when she gets the board, goes, kind of plays that point forward position. Does a really good job at kind of finding the open teammate and be able to get her own basket when she needs to. And then if you flip over to the McKee Bulldog side, you've got Tatum Truitt. She's kind of going to be one of the big names to watch. Kind of the same, kind of when she gets it goes. They both, one thing I really like about Kendra is that they've got a high motor. Always running 100 miles an hour a minute. And they're always looking to get going, get to the basket, and also find their teammates.
Yeah, and those of you who are tuning in at home tonight, if you've not had a chance to come in and watch an elementary basketball game, we've got basketball games coming up all week. So the championship between second, third grade girls is tonight. There's also games being played tomorrow night, Thursday night, and Friday night. And these guys are just a really fun group to watch.
Oh yeah, and you know, it's always, you know, I can even remember as an elementary myself, you know, coming to get to play on this big floor, the high schools, you know, thinking of those players that play, and you get to thinking that you're going to be just like them. You know, I think our school does a phenomenal job at, you know, hosting it here at the high school and kind of letting the kids get that advantage of getting to play on that real big court.
Yeah, and this has been really unique. You know, this year we've invited Lee County over to play in the league and Owsley County to come play over. And so there's always been, you know, the Tyner versus McKee versus Sand Gap kind of mentality with our elementary ball games. But this year, you know, with a couple more schools to the mix, it's given our elementary kids a chance to travel to other schools as well as, you know, just see some different teams. And so it's been really unique.
And you got to think, too, Kendra, that does a great job, you know, if you're a middle school coach in your middle school program, of getting them ready for that. Because, you know, now you're not as a sixth grader the first time you're riding a bus to an away game. You know, kind of just little things like that some people wouldn't think of, you know, because as you and I both know, kids do not like change. They're creatures of habit. So even starting this habit at an early age at the elementary level of letting them kind of see that and getting that feel, you got to feel like, you know, if you're a middle school coach, that's going to be very well for you and your program in the future moving forward, because that's just one step that they're used to again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, these guys got a chance to play on different floors. They've experienced different officials. And, I mean, you know, Lee and Owsley are even in a different region. So this has been a really unique experience, and I feel like all of our young ladies here have enjoyed it all season, and I'm excited for this championship game tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, like you said, you know, it seemed like they've really enjoyed it, and that different level of competition as well. As you know, sometimes it kind of gets old, that same repetitive of, oh, well, on Tuesday you're going to play Tyner, and on Thursday you're going to play the Gap, and then on Friday you're going to play Tyner, and that cycle repeating itself. Bringing in that new competition, you got to think that, you know, our schools have got to really enjoy that. And if you're Lee and Owsley, too, you got to feel like they've enjoyed coming over and getting them to come there, because that's getting that new competition as well. Because to my knowledge, both Owsley and Lee there's only one elementary school in both counties, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So usually they get to travel a little bit. They'll go play some Breathitt County elementary schools, and they'll travel to Clay County sometimes. I think they've played Horse Creek in the past. So they've traveled a little bit, but like I said, this has been a really, really unique experience. And just, I don't know, I just feel like the camaraderie and getting to, make some new friends even in the level of competition.
Oh, yeah, and right now, too, you kind of see we're getting but we're going to introduce each team first. We're starting with the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, and that is going to be McKee. They'll be our visitors. Just going off the seed matchup, I think Owsley may have won the head-to-head matchup to give them the 1 seed.
Okay. And starting, all the kids are being announced tonight, and so I'll go through those. We have number 3, Lilia Carroll, number 27, Ella Isaacs, number 14, Sophia Gabbard, number 21, Chasney Ayers, number 51, Riley Young, 22, Elena Baldwin,
Haven.
21, Hayden
71, Haven Cameron. Yeah, I got bad handwriting. Y'all just have to forgive me.
We've got Aria Gibson, Sophia Cameron, Nora Burkhart, number 24, 54, Ava Neely, 55, Kenley Baldwin, Haven Cameron there again, Tansley Cole, 74, and Tatum Truitt, number 20.
Yeah.
And then for the Owsley County Lady Owls, we have Aurora at number 2, Blakely at number 24, Tori at number 12, Brinley at number 60.
Double zero.
Aubrey at number 10, Zuri at number 3.
Corey at number 22.
And Corey at number 22.
Yeah.
So these girls, I mean, as you can tell, we've got some, raise the roof signs over here on the bench. They're really excited here for this championship game tonight.
Yeah, and they were also very excited and pumped up for the Bouncing Bulldogs performance before everyone let the dogs out during that.
That's right, and that's what's so unique about the tournament. These athletes have performed. You've had the cheerleaders, Bouncing Bulldogs, the Tyner Cardinals, and all the different groups have come out here, and they get to come out and do one last final show, and it's really nice, like you said, to be on the big floor and be at the high school gym, someplace that they're looking forward to coming to in the future. And really, I mean, when you're looking at the players that are here tonight, hopefully we get a lot of those players. They figure out, hey, I really love this game of basketball, and then like you said, this is a future come forward. So these students will then, they're second, third graders, they'll transition in fourth and fifth, and then hopefully in the middle school, and hopefully all these girls stay and want to put together a good team for the high school. So the future looks bright.
And the one thing that's unique about all the schools that we have participating is that they all have just one high school. So we always talk about in the past that at our elementary that they're going to be on the same team, but if you're Owsley and Lee, you kind of have that same as well. And as you kind of see, McKee wins the tip, and believe Tatum kind of dribbled it off a foot there and fell out of bounds. So we're going to get started here. McKee with the tip, and now Owsley's going to have possession.
Yeah, and like you said, everybody's just got one high school. Owsley County that group of girls will stay together all the way through elementary, middle, and high. There's no 3 schools coming together.
Nice move by Zuri.
Yeah, Zuri. She's, like you said, the player to watch. That was a good bucket there from the short corner. Yeah,
and that's something she does a really nice job at. And you're going to see here kind of a 3-2 to a 1-2-2 as well. Kind of throw McKee off their toes.
And that was by 71.
I believe it was Tansley Cool with the bucket, and then you had Haven Cameron with the assist. Really nice kind of ball movement. A good set there by McKee.
Yeah, 14. 74. Yeah. I'll get it right in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not used to sevens on jerseys. That's new.
It's kind of odd to get used to.
Yeah. We had a little turnover there by Owsley County, and
Tatum's looking to push. Good pass. And one thing here too in the early going, Kendra, is kind of watching here. It seems like that McKee does have the size advantage. As that, and I believe we're going to have a timeout on the floor, and we're going to keep it right here for you. But Kendra, kind of talking about that in the early going. It's looking like so far that the game plan is going to be kind of get the ball in Tatum's hand and kind of let her try to get downhill and then find Tansley or whoever that might be, and trying to create and things like that. And really like the ball movement there in the early going from McKee of just being able to kind of make those extra passes and things like that.
Well, that's what I was about to say was McKee's done a really good job of passing the ball around and finding open people. And that was a great rebound there by Tansley Cole for the putback. And I'm sure that this timeout by Owsley County, they're going to talk about making sure that they get a body on her and try to box her out. And for, transition in the rest of this quarter. So,
Yep.
but Owsley County took their first time out, and looks like they're all getting back ready to get going again.
Got a double.
Got a little double dribble, which is pretty common at this age. They're still learning, and
you'll see a lot of turnovers. And one thing too, for those watching at home that may have never attended an elementary game this year, at this level you cannot do anything in the backcourt. So there's no pressing or anything like that. If you see the ref stop play, another nice bucket by Tansley. But if you see the ref stop play telling a kid to get back, that's why. It's because there's no pressing at this age level.
That's right. They're trying to build fundamental skills here, dribbling, passing, shooting, without the pressure of the press. But you will get to see that in a 4th and 5th grade matchup. Is that right?
In the boys, they don't do it in the girls either. Another nice shot by Zuri, kind of calming the storm here so far. Kind of been McKee inside early going, and then Zuri's kind of having her way all over that left side of the floor right now.
Absolutely. Gosh, I watched a game early in the season, and just the growth of these two teams right here, and their progression, and how much better at dribbling, passing, and shooting all the way around at the beginning of the season. It was a lot like herding cats.
Yeah.
And now it's a pretty organized game, especially for this level.
Yeah, and it's always funny. That's those first few games, the referees got a lot of whistles. Some of the kids don't even know when you blow the whistle, it means to stop.
You know a lot about that, right?
Oh yeah, and on the floor.
He's waving it off. He's waving it off.
Kobe Wells is waving it off.
Yeah, he's waving it off, and Coach Cole trying to get his team to come back down there. It's blue ball, gonna be blue ball out of bounds, and those girls are confused. They think the basket went in, which I'm with them. It went in, but he waved it off. So just getting them a little organized here, and nice little, drew up out of bounds play. We got a three-pointer.
Don't see many of those at the 2nd, 3rd grade.
She almost had that.
Oh.
We got a little scramble. And
jump ball.
We got a jump ball.
And you gotta love from the officiating standpoint here. You gotta love that kind of Coach Dean Rader kind of stopping it right there quick and early, because at this level no one means to, but they can get hurt really quick with those scuffles and loose balls and things like that. So you might see some quick jump balls calls tonight as well.
Well, yeah, and for good reason. I mean, these girls, they go after it. They play extremely hard, and so when they see that ball, they're just diving on it. And like you said, really, really high potential there to get hurt. But a good heads up from the official, Coach Rader there. And here comes number 3, Zuri. And basket's not good. He's calling her for a travel. So just one too many steps there, gathering herself up for the layup.
Yeah. And you can tell too that some real fired up fans here tonight as well. Looks like they're going to be on the officials often and early.
Well, it's a lot. Just it's hard from a parent's perspective not to get just a little bit emotional. That's your child out there a little bit, and sometimes I think that we forget that they're all somebody's kids sometimes. But
absolutely.
But these girls, I mean, they're 2nd, 3rd graders, but they are getting after it. And Owsley kind of got a little bit lost, but Zuri come in there and might have got a little hand on it.
Yeah, and one thing too, kind of like we talked about even earlier, Kendry, is that all these girls they play 100 miles in a minute, and they play their tails off. You really love the effort and the intensity if you're both coaches.
Oh, absolutely. And, you can see the officials there trying to get them all lined out and make sure we have the right numbers on the free throw line, and explaining that you can't cross a line, the three-point line, while somebody's shooting. So all important rules to know, especially moving forward.
Learning those fundamentals.
We've got a couple substitutions here. You can just see, how red-faced some of these girls are. They've really been going hard for the first 4 minutes of this first quarter.
And one thing too, for those maybe confused, that at the elementary level it is a running clock until the last minute. So the clock always runs up until that last minute or a timeout.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, the rules are just a little bit different, but it's a speed up, the speed of game, and then to give everybody just a fair chance to play and to learn. So no full court press allowed at this level. Running clock into the last minute. Any other rules there that our fans at home need to know about? That was a basket by Zuri. she's got all of them now for Owsley County.
I'm sure there are that we're forgetting that we'll see at some point in time.
Now, at the high school level, if you get 5 fouls in a quarter, they shoot free throws. Are they doing it at the elementary games too?
Yes,
okay.
at this elementary level, they're doing that as well. So if that 5th foul, you'll shoot 2 shots instead of kind of eliminating that 1-and-1 that you see in college.
I got you. That's a rule that, they put in place in high school this year, and a lot of fans are still getting used to that. They're wondering why in the world people are just automatically going shooting 2. Why isn't it a 1-on-1 situation? But that's one of those changes that's at the high school level, and they've implemented at the grade school too. And had a double dribble.
High pace, a lot of moving parts in this early going of this first quarter.
That's exactly right. And I mean, you look at just the good floor spacing by our girls. This you can tell this is 2 well-coached teams. Good hardcore defense. Zuri just reached in a little bit there. I think that's 2 on her.
I believe that. Yep, she's just picked up her 2nd.
So a little bit of foul trouble there for the best player from Owsley County, but like I said, all teams going good, and you have to really appreciate just all the good spacing there, and nobody's I feel like, at least when I played many years ago, that when you had a 2nd, 3rd grade game, that everybody just kind of, I don't know, it was like everybody's just going to a hive or a nest, that everybody just gathered around the ball at one time. But this group is not like that at all. They're very organized. You see hands up there, not an automatic tie up, but 21 come in there, and they got
the walk there. You can't just come and take it from your teammates. We gotta have some kind of pass or something.
Yep. So another little turnover there, but all fundamentals that these girls are learning and growing as the game progresses. So final 13 seconds there. Tatum thought about taking that one too.
Yeah.
We might see a drain 3 here tonight. Oh, another walk.
Steps, and it's one of those too, Kendra, in a situation like this with as much time as left, you kind of only have 3 seconds, kind of basically all but ending the quarter. That's still kind of working on that aspect of the game. She's going to give it all she got, but.
Didn't get it off in time. There was another 3-point attempt, but into the first quarter, we are 7-6. You are tuning in to the 2nd, 3rd grade championship girls game tonight on PRTC, and we're going to take a quick break.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Take the halls and take control with Advance Pay, the plan you've been asking for, with no credit check, no contract, and most features of postpaid, plus lots of new multi-month options and plans. It's Advance Pay from Appalachian Wireless. Take the halls with $100 off select Advance Pay devices. Ask Santa's Little Helpers about Advance Pay at your favorite Appalachian Wireless location. Your plan, your way. Advance Pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And we are back kind of tuning into this 2nd quarter here on PRTC TV between the Owsley County Owls and the McKee Bulldogs in the 2nd, 3rd grade girls championship game. That first possession there, Zuri kind of rushed that one just a little bit, seeing that she had that open daylight, Kendria, and just kind of fired it just a little too quick and kind of caused for that missed shot.
She did, and then something else that viewers at home may not realize, that these goals are actually a little lower for this level.
Yeah.
And the 4th and 5th grade are raised up a little higher. And Zuri plays on both teams. She plays for 2nd, 3rd grade, and 4th and 5th. So she shot that one like she was shooting at a higher basketball goal.
Yeah, so our 2nd, 3rd grade at all levels, boys and girls, they will play at a 9-foot rim, and then our 4th and 5th grade, all levels will play at a 10-foot rim.
Yeah, and so that's just, transitioning them in, getting them ready for that 6th grade 10-foot goal, but giving them a chance when they're younger and their muscles are developing just to just to build up that stamina and a good form on a shot. I mean, you know, you take a second-grade girl trying to shoot a 10-foot rim, she's going to develop a lot of bad shooting habits.
Yeah, almost more of a throw than a shot.
We had another turnover there, just a few extra steps before she
kind of slid too there, didn't she?
Yeah, she kind of shuffled her feet there, but this has been a good quarter of basketball so far, and another turnover by McKee. Just tried to throw a pass in there or shot, and just strong-armed it just a little bit there. So,
and you know, too, in the early going, Kendra, you got to think too that you know, Owsley being the overall 1 seed. I know these teams have played 3 or 4 times at least. No, Owsley won at least one of the matchups. Don't know if they've won multiple or anything like that. You know, kind of, we don't have any KHSA stats or anything like that to kind of track and tell us. But, you know, very 2 evenly matched teams, and feel like these were the 2 best teams in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was going to come in here with the overall 1 seed, but they've had, to my understanding, they've had really close matchups all season. You can see there, big rebound. She just took a couple extra steps.
Yeah.
She just took a couple extra steps for a turnover, but another good shot by Owsley County. And one thing, you know, as a former assistant high school coach and stuff, one thing that we couldn't stress enough to both boys and girls was to stay wide and keep your hands up and try to occupy as much space as you can. But one thing these girls, both teams, have done really good here tonight. You'll see that. They've got their hands up. They're making their presence known, trying to take up space, and making it a little more difficult just to, you know, what should be somewhat easy passes. They're just trying to get in those passing lanes and make it a little tougher.
Yeah, and you know, it's just kind of a different feel too, and things like that. And looks like too, Zuri may be shaking up a little bit. I think she might have fell and.
Yeah, she took a pretty hard fall there, but her own teammates and a couple of McKee teammates were trying to help her up there. So you have to appreciate that sportsmanship in a game like this.
Oh yeah, and you gotta love the sportsmanship. You know, I think it's one of those. Both these teams want to win, but you know, these kids are phenomenal. They do a great job at kind of helping each other up and things like that. So you know, it's just great sportsmanship all around, and that's just one of those kind of just a mental mistake there. You thinking. You're going, and one thing too, Kendra, that you'll see and kind of notice for those watching at home, some of these coaches will tell them to kind of stop because they can't press or anything like that. So once you have control and possession, they have to get back.
Yeah, and you know, you saw the turnover number 14, and then we just had a steal by Tatum Truitt and a foul on Zuri, and that will be her third. So just got a little bit overzealous after the turnover there, but everybody's getting set, and looks like Owsley County kind of lost there. They just forgot to guard inbounds. Luckily, Zuri was there to intercept that pass.
Yeah, and you know, there you kind of see too that stop of play and trying to tell them they got to get back and things like that. Just kind of that nature that. They want to try to keep up and take the ball away, but just kind of tell them to get back and things like that.
Yeah, you'll see that from time to time during this game. You know, just like you said, trying to make sure that everybody's got a fair chance. And this floor, I mean, you compare a high school girls basketball court to an elementary court. I mean, it's a lot longer, it's a lot wider, and so that's a big adjustment for these girls as well.
And I believe you had number 24, Blakely, with her first bucket. She's the first Owl not named Zuri to score.
Oh, no, and then Sophia Gabbard just stepped over the line there, was going to walk it up to Truitt and just stepped over the line and caused the turnover. So give the officials just a second here to get everybody reorganized and down to the other end of the floor. You can see Coach Cole there trying to get his girls organized and just try to take a couple teaching moments there and let them know what exactly they've done wrong and then how not to do it the next time. So these coaches really have the work put out for them of a night. You know, they're trying to remind them about how many dribbles they're allowed to take and how many times they're allowed to touch the ball, trying to pass without shuffling feet and all those little rules like this is not playground ball. We can't just, run the ball in on the floor.
And, you know, teaching those fundamentals, and it's kind of hard to teach them everything and things like that with kind of the little times and things like that. And one thing that all the schools struggle with is that if they don't have a game that night, someone else does, and it's kind of hard to get that practice and things like that. So a lot of this you're kind of having to do on the fly while while coaching and things like that, and it's kind of be hard to comprehend and different things like that, and just kind of a real growing pains from time to time.
Well, and you said it about getting in the gym. There might be a game or something going on. Every one of these teams or every one of these schools has multiple teams. You don't just have a boys team and a girls team anymore. You've got a couple boys teams and then girls teams, and you've got bouncing bulldogs and cheerleaders, and a lot of people need to occupy that floor. And like you said, if there's some events, sometimes practices are kind of hard to get into, and I know that coaches take advantage of whatever time that they have. They really try to take advantage of that and teach what they can, but a lot of it is taught during the game. And so, as kids make mistakes, you have to really appreciate both coaches tonight and them taking opportunities to just slow down and explain and really teach them fundamentals. So going forward, they're prepared to just advance through each level of basketball and each level of play.
Yeah, and it's one of those too, Kendra, this could even be some of these girls' first time in a championship game as well, and then kind of that experience and things like that. But, I feel like here in the early going, don't feel like there's been a lot of nerves on either side. I feel like, they've been kind of well prepared and things like that, and you don't see kind of like that nervousness that sometimes you can see in games like this.
Yeah, you see number 2 there subbing in for Owsley County. That's Aurora Cornett. She's entered in play for the first time tonight. We've had a few substitutions. We'll try to keep you updated. On the floor right now for McKee, we have number 20, Tatum Truitt. Hunter, you may have to help me out with some of these numbers, but we got Tansley Cole, and
I believe we've got Haven Cameron. She's out there as well. I believe she's 71. She's 71.
We got Riley Young, who's number 51, and nope. Oh, her hair's in the way. I can't see that other number. 24 is Nora Burkhart. So that's who's on the floor right now for McKee. And then for Owsley County, we have number 3, Zuri.
Number 12, Tori, I believe.
And 24, Blakely.
And number 20.
20 is, I've lost her again. Wait, we got number 2, Aurora Cornett, and number 20. And the ball's out of bounds. Hang on, sorry, I've drew a blank here, but Adeline Cornett.
Adeline, okay.
I'll get it out in a minute. I wanted to short name her and call her Addie. I know her pretty well, but I was trying to think of her whole name, and it's Adeline Cornett.
It's been a very evenly matched contest so far in this.
Yeah, we're all tied up, 8-8, and another bucket there by Zuri.
Yeah, and she's I believe she's got 8 of the 10, and then you had Addie, number 24, with the other 2.
Yeah, absolutely. So Owsley County will go into halftime up 2 points. We've had a lot of great basketball this first half by both teams. A lot of teaching moments by both coaches. You can see them giving them 5s there and really congratulating them on a great, strong first half. And, so sorry, I've lost my train of thought, but we've had a great first half of basketball and more action coming to you. We are Kendra Bingham and Hunter Carroll. This is PRTC TV, and we'll be back with you in just a minute.
Are you working online from home? PRTC needs your feedback. Take a quick online survey and let us know how we can enhance your work from home experience. Your input will help us prioritize service improvements, including better outage notifications. Plus, when you complete the survey, you'll be entered for a chance to win 3 months of free PRTC Internet. Scan the QR code now to get started. Thank you for helping us serve you better, right where you work, at home.
Is filled with meaningful stories.
Unbelievable.
TNT Sports and True TV is where you will find them. Let's have real discussions.
Conversation is always awesome.
And highlight the inspirational.
It's just an incredibly special group.
TNT Sports on True TV, your new destination for sports moments. Every night starting at 6 Eastern.
Not enough power? Not okay. Weak Wi-Fi? Also not okay. These days, your home's got Wi-Fi connected gadgets and devices here, there, everywhere, and they all use more and more Wi-Fi until Luckily, an easy upgrade to PRTC fast, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes it all okay. Call or visit PRTC online for a great upgrade offer today.
Make it a high-tech holiday season by teching the halls with Appalachian Wireless. Everybody loves an iPad, and right now, get the iPad 10th Gen 64 gig for just a penny with a standard 2-year agreement on the unlimited or mix and match plan. New or renewed, make this holiday season one to remember by visiting your favorite Appalachian Wireless location for details on an iPad 10th Gen for a penny. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And PRTC's reliable internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Super fast download and upload speeds up to 1 gig. And GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact PRTC and level up to game-changing internet and whole home Wi-Fi today.
This holiday season, don't just deck the halls, tech the halls with brand new devices from Appalachian Wireless. All of Santa's good boys and girls are going to love this holiday deal. An iPhone 14, 128 gig for a penny with the unlimited or mix and match plan with a standard 2-year agreement. An iPhone 14, 128 gig for a penny. See Santa's little helpers at your favorite Appalachian Wireless location for details and tech the halls. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, in touch. PRTC cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes life better. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. Call or visit PRTC online today.
These days, you have Wi-Fi powered smart devices working throughout your home. And you want to keep all those gadgets running at peak performance. It's easy to do when you have PRTC fast, reliable download speeds and enhanced Wi-Fi management. Give your home's data-hungry devices all the bandwidth they need to enhance your family's life. Contact PRTC to sign up for or upgrade your internet today.
All right, welcome back to Jackson County High School, bringing to you second half action of the second, third grade elementary school tournament. And we have a great matchup tonight between the Owsley County Lady Owls and the McKee Lady Bulldogs. And so, Hunter, we've had some great action from both teams. You know, today we've got a little more spread out of scoring by the McKee Bulldogs. McKee Bulldogs have been led in scoring tonight by Tatum Truitt, Tansley Cole, Haven Cameron, and Riley Young even got a free throw in there about midway through the second quarter. And then for the Owsley County side, we've had led in scoring by Zuri, number 3, and then also a basket there by Blakely. So some great basketball, some great elementary basketball action here at Jackson County High School for this championship night between the Owsley Owls and the McKee Bulldogs. And and there's a lot of upcoming basketball the rest of the week too, right, Hunter?
Yeah, well, you know, the middle elementary games, they'll be up here the rest of the week on tomorrow night, Thursday night, and Friday night as well. They're off on Wednesday, and then Friday will be solely championship games. PRTC will bring you coverage for all championship games. There is a championship game Thursday. I'm not sure which one it is, but PRTC will be covering that championship game as well. PRTC covers all championship games in the for the elementary school tournaments, whether it's the second, third grade boys, girls, the A and B teams, or, you know, different things like that. And one thing, you know, that's not something we've not talked about is Zuri's going to shoot a couple free throws here, Candria, that I feel like that the administration has done a phenomenal job at this year on the 4th and 5th grade side, is they kind of adapted kind of that varsity, junior varsity level to A teams and B teams. And I think it's went very well because it's allowing more kids to play, and you're getting more opportunities for everyone to play. So I think that's something that's worked very well for our program as a whole, is kind of getting each one of those kids more minutes. As some of those kids that, you know, could play on the A team, but they're kind of some of the least players on the A team. They kind of get to play a lot more on the B team and have a bigger role and things like that, and learn to play different positions and things like that. So I think that's something that's went very well for our school right now.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of positive reviews. I know there was a lot of mixed feelings when they first come out, but traditionally the way it worked, you know, coaches kind of get together and be like, all right, you take this player and I'll take that one, and try to split them up as evenly as they could. And this year they just had that different approach, divide them into the boys into an A team and a B team, and then just tried to match
Good
up
hustle right there by both
levels.
of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And she just stood up a little quickly there.
One of those you either got to dribble or pass it to somebody. Kind of one of those learning curve moments for your second and third grade bunch.
Yeah, and just, you know, as players get used to that, nobody really come to help take the lead because she's their point guard who usually brings the ball down the floor there. So a couple of little learning things there, but, you know, to be expected, like we talked about in the first half, to be expected at this level of play. Looks like might have a little scratch or something that needs tended to, so we're going to no, she's got a bracelet on. I see what it is. So just had to come out just real quickly and remove that jewelry. Not even at this level, no jewelry is allowed to be worn in the ball game. So she looks like she just left a little bracelet there. No technical foul or anything here. So we're here to learn and enjoy a good game of basketball. So Owsley County threw the ball in there. We've already got a tie up. Looks like it was between 24, which would have been Blakely. She's not scored a whole lot tonight, but she's been a major presence for the Owsley County there, kind of, you know, playing that center position and really playing some good defense and hands up, and she's got her hands on a lot of loose balls and loose rebounds and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Looks like
I believe they got Tori, number 12, with that foul.
So foul on number 12, and that's the first of the quarter for Owsley County. McKee also with one foul, starting this third quarter. And it looks like a
nice
little pick off there by Zuri. And you were talking about earlier about Zuri is not afraid to use that left side of the floor.
No, it kind of seems like that, you know, I think she prefers to kind of go left there. That's kind of still struggling, working on dribbling with that left hand, and she's predominantly right-handed. But, you know, I think she kind of likes that left side of the floor better than the right, just kind of what we've seen here so far in this championship game.
You know, and I think you'll see that with a lot of teams, they prefer that right side of the floor. They're real comfortable using that right hand, especially at this age and level. And then even all the way up through middle school, you know. And a lot of coaches spend a lot of time teaching, you know, getting that comfort level left side of the floor. But Zuri's had no trouble with that. First free throw is not good by Blakely, but she was close there, getting good and lined up. So, you know, you talked about at halftime there that Zuri was in the second grade. I mean, look at her, the strength on that girl. I mean, she's overshot a lot of baskets tonight, but she does play on the 4th, 5th grade too. So she's a player that's got a lot of potential to help the lady out, especially down the road at Owsley County High School.
And you got to think too, she can still, to me, kind of from here, looks like she's still kind of favoring that ankle just a hair. But, you know, that second, like you said, second grade plays up on the 4th and 5th grade team as well, and it's very, you know, a very top contributor for that team as well. You know, it's not just like she's kind of sitting over there or anything like that for the learning. She plays and actually starts and has a lot of contribute for that 4th and 5th grade team as well.
Yeah. So just another little tie up there. A lot of times, you know, you talked about it earlier that the officials do try to get a little quick on the jump balls just to try to prevent any tempers from flaring. There are a lot of jump balls at this level. Everybody kind of just hovers around that basketball. A nice long shot there for Azuri, and she makes it. That was almost at the three-point line, just outside of that elbow.
Might have had a three, a foot on the line there, or anything like that. Does a very nice job.
Good recognition that she had dribbled it out, turned around, and the McKee players just kind of backed off of her a little bit and gave her some daylight, and good recognition by her. Looks like we got a couple substitutions here for McKee. Out will come Ava Neely. And a turnover there by McKee Bulldogs.
Nice kind of stop and pop there. Just kind of seen there, you know, it didn't go in, but kind of took a really nice knowledge of her to kind of stop, and instead of trying to go downhill and dribble and things like that. And a little mental mistake there by Miss Tansley.
Just a mental mistake. You know, sometimes the officials, and that does get confusing. You know, a lot of times the officials will blow the whistle and allow the the back court to clear out, and in that case, everyone did clear out, so the officials were going to let them play through it. And so she was actually trying to hand the ball back to the official. So just a little bit of a growing pain there, and there's a shot by Addie, and rebound by McKee, and she's double checking to make sure. She was double checking to make sure that she could bring the ball down the floor, and then ended up taking a few extra steps there. So
just that growing pain, you know, something you.
So if you're tuning in with us here in the second half, I'll go ahead and go over the lineups on the floor. We have for Owsley County number 12, Tori. We have Zuri, number 3. We have number 20, Adeline Cornett. 24, Blakely.
Yep, and I believe she's got 12. She's got 14 of their 16 points. Is that right?
Yeah, Zuri.
Addie with the other bucket.
Yep. That's right. And let's see, who did I forget? Number 10, and number 10 is Aubrey. So that's who's on the floor for Owsley County. And then for McKee, we've got 71, Haven Cameron, 74, Tansley Cole, 20, Tatum Truitt.
We've got 55, I believe that's Kinley Baldwin, and then Riley Young are our other 2 Bulldogs on the court right now.
So a lot of familiar names. Some of these players, our folks at home might recognize as having older brothers or sisters that played basketball. Well, as a matter of fact, Tansley's mom and dad both played for the Generals and Lady Generals. Dina Truitt was on that really good girls basketball team in 2002 that went to the finals of the state tournament. And then Travis was a really good boys basketball player as well, where they won the district championship. So a lot of these names, you know, folks at home will recognize their parents if you've been following Generals basketball for very long. And we've got a timeout by McKee. We're going to keep it here, though.
And, you know, Kendra, too, kind of speaking of our high school kind of transition, that, too, you know, we do have some PRTC won't be covering any of these kind of our boys and girls kind of both kind of hitting on that Christmas schedule. And our boys actually will start district play tomorrow night as they travel to OBI. That game is going to be tipping off around 7:30. And then our girls are going to be traveling to Gatlinburg and kind of playing. If you know, listen at home, have ever been to that complex, they're doing a tournament there. And their first game is Thursday at 7 o'clock, and they will be playing Lanier Christian Academy from Georgia. So that's going to be, you know, some kind of interesting things coming up for the Generals and the Lady Generals, as your Generals are kind of getting into district play starting on Tuesday. And then I believe they go to Bell County for one of their Christmas tournaments, and then they'll go to Morgan as well, 2 different tournaments and things like that. And then our girls are, like we said, will be traveling to Tennessee. So just kind of some high school hoops update for you as well to go along as we're covering our elementary school tournament.
Yeah, and these high school teams, they've been in the gym. They've been working pretty hard. We've covered some of their home games so far. And Christmas tournaments are a really good opportunity for both teams to get a whole bunch of games in a short amount of time under their belt, build some team cohesiveness, and you know, really get a chance to play some teams that maybe they wouldn't normally get a chance to play. They're, you know, going to Tennessee. They're going to get to play some great level competition there. And then I know our boys are looking forward to a good matchup. And with OBI, you know, they're pretty good this year. They've had some good scores. They're a team that's proven that they can score a lot of baskets. So our boys really have their work cut out for them tomorrow night.
Yeah, been very competitive and you know, competing and things like that. And one thing too, Kendra, we got to give Mark his props to, for those that have not seen it, is the PRTC preview of the 49th district. That's on YouTube. That's going to be something that's already out. It's a phenomenal watch, and it kind of gives you a little more history of all 5 teams that are in the 49th district.
Yeah. All right, and Corey is on the floor now for Owsley County. It's the first time we've seen her tonight. I announced her earlier, but her mom, Austin, was quite the player for Owsley County during that same run that Tansley Truitt's mom played. She was a little bit younger than her, but Austin was a big scorer for the Owsley County Lady Owls, and so that's her daughter Corey there on the floor, the redhead you see there. And then looks like also for Owsley County we've had Brindley also check in tonight. So nope, I lied.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
double zero.
Yeah, we've had Brindley check in tonight. So got a few fresh faces here on the floor. Everybody's getting to play tonight, which is always a good thing. You know, score is 17-8 with Owsley County pulling away just a little bit in this second half.
And one thing
at halftime it was 12-10, right?
And one thing too, we kind of forgot to mention, Kendra, I believe that one of the awesome things too about elementary is that everyone has to play. So everyone has to play at least, I believe it's 2 minutes. And now we've kind of got a free throws here by Tinsley Cool and then different things like that. But, yeah, that's one of the cool things about, to me, elementary is, that every kid gets that experience and kind of getting to play on that floor for at least 2 minutes, I believe it is.
Yeah. And, some of these girls that are playing here, their very first chance to play on a team is definitely coming in this elementary league, and then just to see them grow and develop and get that opportunity by the chance to play on a big floor in this type of atmosphere is just, a great chance for them to decide if they want to continue to play. A lot of these girls, they'll play basketball, and then they also cheer a little bit, and they'll play softball and multi-sports as they're trying to figure out where they want to spend their time. So this is a great opportunity and good chance for them to learn fundamentals and develop some coordination and all those things.
Yeah, and like you said, kind of, and that's big too. Kendra Zuri has just picked up her 4th. She's kind of, as some might say, the straw that stirs the drink. She's kind of been Owsley County's all their offense and momentum and things like that. So that's going to be something to watch to see how Owsley County handles that situation.
Yeah. Tatum Truitt is at the line shooting free throws.
And one thing as well.
I think I called her cousin a while ago. I think I called her Tinsley, but that's Tatum.
Yeah.
Now she's decided to shoot back from the regular free throw line. She's allowed to shoot at that little hash mark up there, but she's stout enough. She's shooting all the way back at the normal free throw line.
Yeah, and then that was I think that was the one thing we also forgot to mention for those that see kind of the Blues painter's tape at the inside the free throw line. That's for the 2nd, 3rd grade free throw line.
So just a few adjustments again, trying to just help them to be more successful. So like I said in the first half, they're playing on a 9-foot goal. They're not allowed to full court press, so you'll see the officials wave them back to make sure that they have plenty of room and learn there. And then free throw line is that little blue dash there for 2nd and 3rd grade. Now 4th and 5th grade, as we said earlier, they will play on the 10-foot goal and shoot back from the regular free throw line.
Over the back there on about number 24 of Owsley County. And one thing too, Ken, feel like that McKee is, they're getting really good looks. Tatum's got several good looks off tonight.
Oh, we've got that is Owsley County's 5th foul, and as we talked about earlier, anytime that a team reaches 5 fouls, it's an automatic 2 shots. So the official just the bookkeeper notified the official there, and so that's why the sudden stop of play there. So she will shoot 2.
And that's kind of a 2, Kendra, one of those great ways to kind of chip at this 9-point lead that Owsley's built in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so that's Tinsley Cole at the free throw line. She missed her first one and nailed the second. So it'll be Owsley County basketball out of bounds. McKee does have to retreat back. They're not allowed to press.
So with .6, that's going to kind of bring us to an end of the 3rd quarter here, and we're going to wrap down. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for our 4th quarter tip-off action here of the elementary school game on PRTC TV.
Santa is helping you tech the halls this season with the Santa Bundle from Appalachian Wireless. Get over $1,000 in savings on select devices on a new or renewed line with the Appalachian Advantage, Unlimited, or Mix and Match plans. Stop into any Appalachian Wireless location and get the details on how you can save and save big. Get over $1,000 in savings. Ask for the Santa Bundle because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Are you working online from home? PRTC needs your feedback. Take a quick online survey and let us know how we can enhance your work from home experience. Your input will help us prioritize service improvements, including better outage notifications. Plus, when you complete the survey, you'll be entered for a chance to win 3 months of free PRTC Internet. Scan the QR code now to get started. Thank you for helping us serve you better, right where you work, at home.
All right, and welcome back to Jackson County High School, bringing to you 2nd and 3rd grade championship girls basketball. This will conclude the 2nd, 3rd grade season for the elementary girls. And as we mentioned before, that there's going to be more games tomorrow night. That's on Tuesday. There'll be a championship game played on Thursday night, and then the Friday night will be reserved for the rest of the championship game. So if you're out and about looking for something to do, come on out to Jackson County High School and support these young basketball players as they as they've put in a lot of work and effort this season. They've got progressively better, Hunter, all season long. I mean, every game you've been the official at a lot of their games, and you've seen the improvement.
And that's one thing, too, that to me it's always awesome to see, especially at this level. I feel like at this level especially, Candy, and as you know as well as being a former high school assistant, things like that, you see the growth the most at this level from, going to really kind of being able to struggle to play the game at the start of the season to where we kind of get to the end of the season, and there's still some mental mistakes and things like that, but it's just it's almost a night and day better of what it was.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I feel like that a lot of the coaches at the elementary level, you can tell that they put a lot of time and a lot of effort into these teams, teaching them basic fundamentals. Like I said earlier, gone are the days where everybody was just kind of jumping around the beehive, all like just a big hornet's nest, all just collapsing on the basketball. You can see that these girls teams are really well spread out. You can see Owsley County's, playing a zone defense with a little pick off there by Zuri after she turned over with a double dribble. So that is Owsley County's leading scorer, and she just scored another basket there. That is number 3 Zuri for Owsley County, and looks heard a whistle there, but he's just trying to motion everybody back, getting them out of the backcourt. So.
Yeah, and one thing too, if Owsley County is to prevail, looking like Zuri's going to be looking at your PRTC player of the game.
Absolutely, and and there's been a little more scoring, a little more evenly scoring out there on the McKee side. We've had scoring efforts from 4 different McKee Bulldogs tonight. Just got a little carried away and double dribble there, and I think if you got a chance to come watch these girls play at the beginning of the season, you saw officials kind of let them get away with a few more walks and a few more double dribbles as they were learning, and then here it is in the championship game. They're going to be a little tighter on that, just trying to break those habits and make sure that they don't continue as they go on through their career. Yeah,
and it's one of those too. If the officials really wanted to, you could call something every possession, whether it's a offensive foul, defensive foul, or a double dribble or a walk or something like that. So be able to find that fine line of what's good, what's to call, what not, to kind of help these young female athletes kind of be the best of their abilities and continue to grow.
Oh, we had a hard foul there. She was just going for the basketball, trying to steal it by Sophia there, but did kind of get a hard foul on Zuri. But not intentional. Nobody's out here with any vendettas out to get anybody. They're just good, hard basketball plays. And as Adeline Cornett tries to chase her down and got the block.
Nice kind of come from behind tip there, and I believe
it's going to be Owsley County basketball because McKee was supposed to clear out. So I know you folks at home just saw and said, hey, you just intercepted a pass. But after a team has clear possession of the basketball, the other team does have to clear out and go the other way.
Yeah, and that's one of those, too. It's kind of always that hard thing to do, and kind of one of those pull your hair out moments, because if you're a coach or a fan or a player or anything like that, it's because you're used to seeing that at the other level, is that you can kind of stay up and kind of get that steal if they throw it away or something like that. But you still, I think it's the right call from your administration, kind of going up with our elementary school level of getting it better, because if it's up there, you both know how quick it can kind of turn into a kind of an aggravating or things like that, and just a lot of turnovers, and could very well get somebody hurt, and that's what nobody wants.
Little reach in there by number 12, Tori from Owsley County. So that's first foul on them in the 4th, and so in the 3rd quarter we saw that Owsley County had fouled 5 times, put McKee on the line, so they shot 2 free throws, and then at the end of that quarter the fouls did clear. Okay, so fresh starts as far as team fouls go. Now the players still keep their individual fouls in the book just like normal, but the fouls did clear for the next quarter, and so the foul count now is 3-1. So Owsley County has 1, and McKee has committed 3. If it gets to 5, they'll be in the double bonus again. So it's been a rule change this year, and just letting our viewers know that that's at the high school level, it's at the middle school level, and then it's also implemented here in our elementary level.
Yeah, too, kind of these last 4 minutes, Coach Cool, obviously, the game's kind of still in balance here with this 10-point lead. If you're Coach Cool, you might even be thinking, you got Zuri has got 4 fouls here, so maybe even trying to drop a play to kind of attack her side to kind of see if they might be able to get her to kind of have that kind of mental mistake and accidentally kind of reach in and get that foul and get her 5th foul.
And, that running clock really plays into a factor, too.
Yeah.
They're down 10, and the clock does run until the last minute. And so if they're going to make a comeback here, they've got to make it quick. So the ball's into Truitt. And you can see nice little spread offense formation. A nice pass down low. Shots up by 51. And number 51 is Riley Young.
Yeah, Young kind of nice set there, too. And then, Young kind of there by number 24 for Owsley. Kind of that mental mistake of just trying to kind of run off. He has a little happy feet before the dribble.
Yeah, so good out-of-bounds defense there and a pick-off by Owsley County. And here goes Zuri. Like I said earlier, she loves that left side of the floor and lays it in with the right hand on the left side of the basket.
And one thing too that Owsley County is doing a really good job at, for some people that don't realize, they are running a triangle and 2 right now on Tansley Cool. Kind of, she obviously has the height advantage, but they've got 2 on her at all times, and then they're kind of running that. The top of it is kind of the 2. It's kind of the reverse triangle that most people are used to seeing.
And what about a second, third grade team being able to pull out a strategy like that? That's something that we talk about sometimes at a high school game, and that's, and a lot of high school players have a hard time with the communication adjustment, but Owsley County's done a really good job of covering that extra person and getting out in the passing lanes. And Coach Rader called her for the double dribble, but McKee failed to get back. So I think the other 2 officials are going to come in here and give the ball back to Owsley County, since McKee did not clear out after they had possession.
And that's one of those, kind of that mental mistake, and then kind of having that struggle of like realizing that fine line of when to call it and when not to call it, of what's happening.
Yeah, it's a little tough there. Almost a double dribble, but she was able to pick it up. I think it was touched there by McKee. And had a foul as Blakely went up for a shot, got her own rebound, and then just got fouled on that second shot there. So she'll go to the line shooting 2. We are at 2 minutes left of this ball game, and Owsley County with a commanding lead here. Going to get some subs in to make sure everybody gets some playing time.
And you got to think too, with this lead being like it is, and that clock not stopping, kind of the writing might be on the wall, and kind of seeing that light at the end of the tunnel of Owsley County coming in and closing in on their first ever Jackson County School Elementary Tournament Championship. I really don't know what what we want to call the championship or anything like that, but
just a league championship they got started here. And like I said, this year, for a lot of folks at home, you might not know, but Lee County, Owsley County joined our elementary league this year. Our teams did travel to each of those places, so they played at least 1 road game at Owsley County and 1 road game at Lee County, got them a chance to travel. And Blakely just threw it off the back of the backboard. You know what mistake she made there?
Yeah, she knew when it left her hands, you kind of see the, oh no. And then we've got number 22, I believe, Corey checking back in, getting her a little extended run here and things like that. And you just really love to see it too.
So into the final minute here, and you've got Truitt. Looks like there was a couple hands there, got just a little reach in there.
I think they're going to get number 2, Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora with a foul. So her name's in the book tonight. But
yeah.
So as Truitt, as we talked about earlier, she likes to shoot back from that other free throw line. She doesn't appear to want to step up and shoot the short one, but she's plenty strong enough to get it up there, and so makes the first one.
And you got one thing you got to respect, Tatum, is the sock game is fire tonight, as she's decided to go with Iron Man for her socks. So you gotta respect the sock game as well.
That's right. Maybe a little boost of power there to be able to really muscle that ball up to the rim. So we've got a lot of subs coming in tonight, making sure that everybody gets to play. And we see Owsley County's leading scorer, Zuri, is getting a break in the last minute of the ball game. And a lot of subs here tonight. Corey with the rebound, and they're going to call her for steps. But
she got a rebound, though.
She got a rebound.
She's on the stat sheet tonight.
Uh-oh. We got a little mix-up. Owsley County went the other way, and they forgot which goal was theirs. But
just
you know what?
Middle, that's one of those.
Hunter, I've seen a lot of high school teams that come out of halftime and score the wrong basket. So there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's not just a second and third grade. mistake. I've seen that.
And then just took a few little dribbles there out of bounds and stepped over the line. They're going to give the ball to McKee and clear out everybody to the other end of the floor. And Truitt is going to drive in uncontested, makes a layup.
And straight line drive.
So you got Corey going to pass it into Aurora. There we go.
Yep.
And final 31 seconds. Owsley County went up by 9. And she's called for traveling. And the clock does stop in the last minute, so the clock will stop there. And just the officials trying to get everybody organized. So they blew the whistle to
go
stop.
without taking it out. You know, that's
So
that's
just
okay.
making sure that, you know, we teach all the little basics here. And Truitt's got the ball at the head of the circle. She's driving in and did get fouled by Tori. By the end of this basketball game, Hunter, I've kind of learned all of their names. Just, you know, we hadn't called any of these games this year, and so just trying to learn those as we went tonight. But Truitt with a nice shot there, but she does just miss the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Owsley County basketball.
And one thing, too, you got to love the sportsmanship from both sides.
Absolutely. You know, we've seen some tumbles. Some girls hit the floor tonight, and then players from both teams coming over and helping them up and giving each other high fives on the bench as they come over. So they've been really excited during halftime. You know, both teams were kind of having a little dance party there on the bench, and you like to see that. You like to see kids just enjoying the game of basketball.
And you know, getting to see them too. You know, that kind of that, you know, cross county rivalry and things like that, but still, you know, being supportive of one another and things like that, and still, you know, one of those, if they're not playing each other, want them to win every game. But that is going to be our final. It is going to be Owsley County is going to be taking home the second third grade championship by a score of 21-12. We are going to take a quick break. We will be right back, and we will be talking to our PRTC player of the game.
For the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, you need a managed Wi-Fi service with advanced Blast Wi-Fi. Blast managed Wi-Fi systems provide ultimate coverage, ultimate performance, and ultimate power all the time. Available from PRTC, Blast Wi-Fi systems feature the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology. They're equipped with unrivaled bandwidth and 4 times more simultaneous connections, so you can connect tons of devices throughout your home with no lag and no downtime. Plus, with 24/7 support and remote troubleshooting, you can rest assured PRTC is always there to help you should any issues arise. Now the Ultimate Managed Wi-Fi also comes with the Ultimate app. The PRTC Commander mobile app puts you in control of the home network and makes it easy to set up and connect devices, run network speed tests, pause Wi-Fi, and set parental controls, all from the palm of your hand. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Contact PRTC today to sign up and get started.
If your outdoor projects call for digging, you need the right tools, including one of these. It's never been more important to call 811 or visit call811.com to locate underground utilities before you dig. Essential connections to your home are just below the surface and can be easily cut. So use one of these tools to call or go online and know what's below. This message provided as a public service by your friends at PRTC. Our family relies on the internet every day. We both work from home at times, so our Wi-Fi just has to be there. We learn with it, laugh with it, and count on it for all kinds of things in our home.
Your family depends on strong internet and Wi-Fi. That's why PRTC provides fast internet speeds with enhanced Wi-Fi management every day. To learn more about our internet and Wi-Fi choices, visit prtcnet.org.
Appalachian Wireless has a gift for you this holiday season that's going to make it so easy to deck the halls. Taxes on us. Appalachian Wireless will pay the taxes on any device. And the activation fee? Well, it's free. Just sign up for the Appalachian Advantage, Unlimited, or Mix and Match plans. Any device, taxes on us, and free activation. See Santa's Little Helpers at any Appalachian Wireless location for details. And Tech the Halls with taxes on us. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We understand an upside-down world. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
All right, welcome back to Jackson County High School for tonight's second, third grade girls matchup, and we have a phenomenal player of the game tonight. We have Miss Zuri Pittman. Now, Zuri, how long have you been a Owsley County Lady Owl basketball player?
About, I think, 8 years.
You've been at a year? All right, and what grade are you in?
Second.
Second grade. Ladies and gentlemen, she is in second grade, and she scored 19 points tonight in tonight's championship game. Did you know that? No, you scored 19 points tonight, so excellent job, excellent effort. You played some great defense. You got in a little foul trouble there. What did your coach tell you when you got in a little foul trouble?
She said I might have to sit you down for a few minutes because if you get another foul, then you'll get fouled out. So just like stand there or something.
Okay, that was good coaching. That was good advice. I think I played basketball back in the day, and I think my coach told me that on several occasions, sometimes, though, in like the first quarter. All right, so what's been your favorite memory this year playing basketball?
I like to like this.
All right, when you're getting ready to go up for a shot, what are you thinking about? Do you have a strategy? Do you just aim for the whole goal? Do you try to use the backboard like coach tells you? What's your strategy?
I try to hit the top corner.
Oh, that's a good strategy. I like that, using that top corner. And then, all right, so this season is over, right, for this league. What goals do you have for next year? Do you have one goal, something you want to get better at between this year and next year?
I want to get better with my ball handling.
All right, that's a good thing, especially in the position you play, playing that point guard. All right, is there any other sports that you play?
Cheer.
You cheer? All right, good deal. So multi-sport athlete, good student at Owsley County Elementary out here, and 19 points tonight in the championship game as Owsley County takes home the championship. Is this first championship you've won, or have you won in other tournaments?
This is our first one.
First one. All right. Well, good deal. Well, we're happy to have you tonight, and congratulations and best of luck in your upcoming games. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So that was Zuri Pittman from Owsley County Elementary. She was tonight's PRTC player of the game, and a really, really phenomenal job tonight, Hunter, from Zuri as she come in here getting 19 of Owsley County's 21 points, and just a great job, great effort, and great goals for next year. Did you hear that? Going to get better at her ball handling before next season.
Yeah, Zuri, kind of had the privilege to ref a few of her games, stuff like that. Always has a bundle of joy. Never seems like she's negative or anything like that. And, you can tell, too, that she's really passionate about basketball and trying to get better every day and things like that. And, a phenomenal second grader as well. Got a whole nother year of second, third grade and can kind of be able to play up and things like that and be trying to be able to take her game to the next level.
Yeah, like you said, it was her first tournament, champion, crown champion tonight. Owsley County was kind of the leading team tonight, the team to beat coming into the second grade tournament, and you can see that they were led by point guard Zuri, and just a phenomenal job. I really want to commend all the coaches, officials, and administration for putting this league together. I really feel like our second, third grade girls league went really well this season. Every time there's a few emotions get involved because, these kids are so competitive and they do play so hard, but a really good season, a really good way to end the season.
Yeah, and, like you said, Kendra, you got to love that competitive nature. And, I think, bringing Owsley and Lee over has really helped the competition level as well. Of just, that new face and things like that, and getting to experience things that some kids that may not choose to play in the middle school level, they get to experience that at the elementary school level, and kind of, those kids that go on to play the next level, things like that, they still are kind of getting that experience and things like that of just kind of that preparing of that habit. As you and I both know, young kids especially are creatures of habit. So, that first road trip can always kind of be a brutal one just because of everything, having to learn and shoot from the hip and things like that. But, just really impressive, and, hats off to Owsley County, come in with a great game plan. And, Zuri kind of really dominated the game from jump, and it was a great game to call, and, going to be a whole lot more fun action here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. There's games, like I said earlier, games the rest of the week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday night as we wrap up our elementary school seasons. And it's been a great season, a great way to just, end the season right before Christmas break and then get a start diving deeper into our high school games. And those are, all things to look forward to.
Absolutely. And, like we said, it's kind of wrapping up the elementary season and getting everything in order, and your kids getting to experience these awesome things that they get to experience and stuff like that. But like you said, that's going to kind of do it from here, from us, from Candria Bingham, TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, Mark Solfridge. My name's Hunter Carroll. We want to thank you so much for joining us, and come back and join us Thursday and Friday for the championships.